Soul Souls, I am Awakened Soul, and today we're going to be reviewing Bitcoin, setting it up for our next trade, right? You want always, every day you come into the charts, you want to start off with a fresh, clean chart, no emotions, no expectations. I like to start my TA in the monthly, right? And really quick, remember, index chart under the logarithmic scale. It shows the most history, and this is just the way I was taught. One touch, two touch, monthly trend line is red. Okay, so this is going to be my support, and this is going to be my new resistance. And you may ask why, and why am I crossing those candles? So the reason is due to this pi cycle indicator. Right, this pi cycle indicator, you can't see it in the monthly, but in the weekly, it's telling me that this was the real top, right? So because it's telling me this is the real top, I'm getting a sense of this is being the fake out, right? So that's why I'm drawing this resistance trend line here, and that's that. Just wanted to show you, because usually I never cross wicks, right? But I am this time around. Okay, so as a day trader, what I want to focus on is my ranges, right? So when I'm in the monthly, and those are key monthly, sorry, back to the monthly, key monthly trend lines for me. Major resistance, because price action is under them, right? So what I'm going to do is just look at the previous candle. That's all you have to do, right? And set your range. That's my high for the monthly, and this is my low. Correct? Perfect. Did we create a new high? No. So this is my monthly range, as simple as that. Okay, once you're done doing that, we're going to go to the weekly. On the weekly time frame, I do want to focus on our contraction phases, right? Understanding market structure, understand this is a contraction phase, understand this is a contraction phase. So what is our contraction phase doing, or what does it look like, right? I've seen a lot of people draw a cup, and absolutely, that could be most definitely, we break this neckline. Could this be a cup? Sure. And could the bull market be on? Sure. Right? No emotions, no expectations when you're doing TA. Okay. 65. Do I think that's gonna happen? No. But again, the charts never care what I think, and they don't care what you think either. So let's be realistic here. We're day trading, right? Who cares? I mean, yeah. Anyways, so the weekly. I'm in the weekly, so where's my range? Previous candle, same process. So you're gonna, the high of the previous candle, and weeklies are orange, the low of your previous candle, and that is your weekly range. Okay. One thing I do want to do in the weekly range, like I said, is focus on this contraction phase. What are the possibilities? So we have a cup, right? And I have this beautiful support here. The reason I'm not drawing the cup, because I mean, you know what I mean. That's your cup. Okay. So now that we're here on my weekly, we're gonna go to the daily, right? Just trend lines and ranges. Go to your daily. So on my daily, that's when, you know, it starts to get a little bit more intense when it comes to TA. So in our daily, what is our contraction phase, right? This is a zone, this is an area, sideways movement. Technically, we're still in the same range, have not gone anywhere. Price action is still under 31 280. So technically, this is a daily contraction phase. Okay, so with that being said, I do like to check out the POC. In the POC, you can find it under your tools right here on the left side. It's the fixed range volume profile, right? Beautiful. I do want to share my settings with you because they're unique. Roll size 150, volume area 70. and width 70. And I think that's all you have to change. Okay. And I like to mark my PLC. It's too much noise to keep this. And let me chart it. Let me make a note here. So this is my daily PLC. Right? You want to make it cute, make it yours. Take your time with charting, understand, you know, where the chart is going. So that's my daily PLC. Another thing, because due to my contraction phase, I do want to know or want to see what is my contraction phase doing, right? It's important to understand every contraction phase is going to come with a pattern. Just like we found that beautiful cup on the weekly, big possibility. What is our daily contraction phase doing? Okay, so how do I find that information? I like to turn on the higher high, lower low indicator. I believe it's the best indicator out there. If I had to choose one indicator, it would be this one, to be honest. So right now we have two highs printing, so I'm going to connect those two highs. Turn on your magnet, one touch, two touches, and my daily is going to be yellow. So just looking at it, right, just connected those trend lines. What else? What else do we see? What else could this contraction phase provide for us? Let's check our RSI. So if this is high and this is high, I wonder which one was higher, right? Because we want to see maybe there's some divergence. So how do I determine exact price action too? I think it's, again, the pivot highs and low indicator. I love it. It actually tells you the exact price. So we know this is higher than this one, so price action is going up. I'm checking if I find any divergence here. So this was marked here. You see that? It's like hidden bearish divergence. And that's why I use a stepping RSI too. And it's actually a custom too. So there you go. The RSI upper band is 63.5 and the RSI band, the lower band is 32. And I use the stepping RSI, and that's just, again, mentors teaching me. So I like to have a nice horizontal line to make sure where is the divergence, right? So it's right here, going here. So actually we don't have divergence because price is going up and RSI is, yeah, it's going up. So it's good to know though, right? Just in case. So prices, RSI is going up and price is going up. Okay, it's okay. We have to look at everything as technical analysts, trying to see what's happening. Okay, what are the other possibilities? Like I said, in regards to the daily, what pattern do we see here? So not much. Not much. The only thing I could think about, to be honest with you, if I would invert this scale, right, take off all the indicators. Okay, what about, just a thought, I'm always thinking, what about if this is a cup? Okay, and this is Eve, like a Adam and Eve situation, right? I do see that. That could definitely be a play, right? We would definitely have to bounce from here to the upside, but and those are the things, like I'm trying to see what pattern am I seeing in this contraction phase. So I'm gonna go with that because that's what I see. I don't see anything else. I mean, right? It is what it is. Okay, so I'll keep that in mind. So with that being said, on the daily, what do I want to do? I want to set my range, right? I want to set my low, looking at the previous candle. Just worry about the previous candle as a day trader. I'm gonna worry about anything else but that. And another thing I do want to set is a trend line, a daily trend line from this to this. And this trend line is important because we now know that this could be a possible Adam and Eve, right? So actually I should keep it on. Why not? It won't be on my way. Sometimes I delete patterns because they're just, it's too much. I always have a techno party by the time I'm done. There you go. That's so cute. Oh. So with that being said, we know if this trend line breaks and we have a daily range already. So if the trend line and the support break, guess what? The Adam and Eve could be at play. Okay. So now after my daily is set and I have that observation, we did mark our daily POC, right? Good. What else am I missing? Always my 1226. Oh, the EXO levels. Oh my God. Let me tell you, Trader EXO is a great YouTuber. I personally think so. I think he's really good. So I do like to mark critical weekly opens and weekly and monthly opens with this indicator. It's awesome, I think. So because we're focused on price action, right? There's a lot of noise here. So I'll turn off my wicks and just focus on price action, right? Just zoom in and just highlight what's happening. So pretty much just telling me this is a critical support or resistance because it has a monthly, right? If it has 3 or more dots, I'm going to consider it. And also the weekly, and I color coordinate everything. The weekly is orange. But we're going to go with the monthly because the monthly is stronger than the weekly. Turn on back your wicks, right? So this is our weekly major, weekly support. Okay, and this is going to be, so it's beautiful confluence with my daily support. Okay, so for me to take a short right now, once this daily support breaks, I would be shorting. No questions asked. So remember how I take my profits or my trades? 1 touch, 2 touches. So my target for this daily play, if it plays out, this would be it. 27,120. 27,120. Wonderful. Let me go ahead and highlight it there to make sure we know. And it's so beautiful, like the TA, because check this out. It's confluence to this weekly trend line, right? So it's pretty much telling me that PA could come down if we break the zone and hit 21,170. That would be beautiful. And of course, from this point, it could bounce to the upside or break to the downside. Level to level, that's how we play the game here. And this is only your daily target if the support breaks, right? Okay. And to the upside, okay, so to the upside. What am I doing to the upside? Right, that's another thing. As a technical analyst, okay, we can't have a bias. We have to come into the charts and just assess what the charts are giving us and play what the charts are giving us. No expectations, no emotions, just play what the charts are giving you. So if we break to the upside, what I see my possible targets would be my major resistance, okay? Let me erase this trend line really quick. So in the beginning, I drew those 2 monthly trend lines. So I do see a possibility of price action, you know, breaking to the upside and hitting this trend line. Big possibility, right? Especially if this is like a pattern here. And we'll get there in our 4 hours. So this is major resistance. Oh, it's just a lot of resistance here. But of course, it could break it up to the upside. Okay, let's go to the 4 hour. Okay, so this is a perfect example. Major resistance we're hitting here. But let's say I've seen a lot of people draw a wedge here, right? Let's say it is a wedge. What is our measured move? Our measured move, right, it's going to give us this. It's going to tap that monthly trend line that I drew, right? So we'll do that right now. Just wanted to show you there's no bias. You know, it is what it is. I'm going to play what I see. So now in my 4 hours, what do? In my 4 hours, same scenario. I'm going to set my range for my 4 hours using the previous candle. This is my high. This is my low. Okay, we are coming down right now. Probably just, you know, nothing major. It's been up and down, playing around with all of our emotions, especially day traders. So when I find a chart like this that's really wicky, I like to turn on the line chart just to guide me on where to set my trend lines for my 4 hour. So this is my 4 hour. And I do want you to see something. I think it's important. So as price action was going up, the RSI was coming down. So that is bullish divergence. I don't know if it goes up or down, right? But this could have been it, right? This could have been the play, like it bounced up from here. Another thing that I see just based on the wicks, right? Forex patterns are critical for me. And what is this contraction phase doing? Remember, this is our contraction phase, so we have to try to find a pattern within this contraction phase. Okay, so really quick, we're gonna just do our 4 hour trend lines, 1 touch, 2 touch, and like I said, I do the line chart because it's just so wicky. Okay, we continue. My dogs were barking. So we did the 4 hour trend lines here. This will be my 4 hour trend line here. Okay, let's go back. So what pattern do we see? We see a possible flag, sure. But another thing that I have not seen out there is a H, an inverted H, guys. There's a lot of H's here, and you have to understand H's play out inverted or not. So this could be a huge inverted H, and if that's the case, it'll break down. So I would definitely be setting an alarm in this trend line crossing down, because I do see a possible H here, major resistance, like I said, and just breaking to the downside. Okay, so those are two possibilities. And not only that, I play with trendline breaks and support in 1226 EMAs. So right here, it's coiling up, that's for sure. It's going to make a big move soon. So let's go to our 1 hour. What is our 1 hour doing? Our 1 hour is coming down right now. Wonderful. So I'm just going to mark a trend line here. Why did I choose that low? Because this is in a trend phase. So you need to understand market structure. Turn on 1226 EMA. I'm sorry, higher high, lower low. And that's when I play around with it. Let's see, a 3. Okay. So what do you see here in this contraction? Because you have to understand contraction phases, right? It trend up, and then we had a contraction phase here. And it's an M, right? M for Maria. So this is why I like that higher high, lower low indicator, right? Because it's just guiding me to use this, and this could be a possible M in this contraction phase. So this would be like a neckline, right? If it breaks down, we could definitely get a measured move to the downside, right? So, and check that out. Today is so cute. So look, if this breaks to the downside, we could break this 4 hour, and we could come and, right, still wick, still be in the range, but we could get a nice little short here. So this is going to be my support, right? And I'm looking for an entry, right? That's what I'm doing. I hope I haven't lost you. I know it's a lot, but this is what it takes for me to take a trade. It truly takes my TA to visualize, assess it. Okay, where, because it's all market structure. It's all the mechanics of the charts. So I want to see what's it doing. So we're coming down. Do we have any divergence? Do you see anything that pops up? Another thing I want to go, okay, so we're trending down. So this zone, this little contraction phase, it's its own zone. Okay, right here, and this could be an inverted head and shoulders. You see it? That's crazy. So inverted head and shoulders right here. Beautiful. Possible. Right, so okay, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, somebody doesn't know how to draw. I actually do. I'm pretty good. I'm an artist. I do a lot of things. I'm a jack of all trades. What can I say? Right, a cute little inverted head and shoulders could be at play. And then check this out. Right, measured move. We could come right here. And that's your next play. I mean, in, out, that's how I scalp, right? So I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed it. And go ahead and follow me on Twitter. On Twitter, what is Twitter doing? I am Awakened Soul _369. And I do have a course if you're interested. And join my free community. My community is free, and this is what I do all day, every day. I help people and I teach people how to set their charts and take trades more than anything, right? Just today I was setting, I'm in a gold long right now, and I literally trade every day and take profits every day. It's a consistency thing. I know how to play the game, and yeah, join me. And I actually give the setups before my actual setups, and I actually take the trades too. So hopefully you enjoy that. Much love. Love you all, and remember to do everything with love.